Well, hello there, ladies and gents. I'm Tammy Sipnuska, your crypto queen. Thank you so much for popping by my channel. And boy, am I back just in time for a huge major announcement. We're talking about the fight of the century. Am I talking about the Rumble in the Jungle, Foreman versus Ali? Nope. Nope, not that one. Frazier versus Ali? Nope. I'm talking about the fight between Ben Armstrong and Joshua Jake, who is one of the newer personalities over there at Discover Crypto. Listen, Josh Jake called Ben Armstrong a pussy. Now, men never call into question another man's masculinity. Those are literally fighting words. Ben's like, listen, I'm going to meet you behind the schoolyard during recess where I'm going to open up a can of whoop ass on you and teach you a lesson. Actually, the stakes are a lot bigger than that because Ben is laying everything on the line with this fight. And when I say everything, I mean everything. We've all watched this whole thing with the BitBoy channel devolve, and it's been like a long, protracted fight, and we never knew where those chips were going to fall. Well, this Wednesday, January 17th, it all could be over. It all could end, not in a courtroom, but in the middle of a boxing ring. Winner takes all. And when I say all, I mean all of Ben's interest in the BitBoy crypto channel and even the building and the surrounding real estate. Like, this is it. He's put everything on the line. So let's go over to Twitter where this kind of all unfolded today. And Ben is like, there's a lot of jabs back and forth. And he's like, hey, you want to call me a pussy? Well, I want to meet you over by the gym, which happens to be, strategically not too far away from your house. It's like 10 minutes away. There's no way that you could refuse this. I'm going to lay it all on the line. So after a lot of back and forth, like a few hours of back and forth, Josh Jake was like, hey, I'll be waiting for the contract. And that's all Ben needed to see for him to put together this little contract right here. Ben went ahead and signed it, and he sent it on over. And he's saying, listen, this is the fight contract. It's going to be 5 rounds of 3 minutes. Boxing on Wednesday, 2:30 Eastern Standard Time. Doghouse Boxing and Fitness. If Joshua Jake defeats Ben Armstrong, TJ Shed will become the unchallenged owner of BJ Investments. All lawsuits will be dropped, and I will forget about the real estate he stole. So apparently there's some surrounding real estate. I don't know too much about that, but this is a huge thing, right? Like, this is major. And all I have to say is, Ben, I hope you have vetted this guy. Look, I hope you know what you're doing, because we don't know. I don't know about Josh Jake. He could be like Secret Samurai. The guys from Discover Crypto could be putting him through like a Mr. Miyagi training camp right now. He's probably in Siberia training like Rocky right now, because this is, you put it all there. It is all on the line. Winner takes all. And to even like bump up the winner's pot even more, Ben Armstrong did something which I think is a little crazy. Let's be honest. He's like, hey, if this guy wins, if he beats me, I will even go to a state where euthanasia is legal, and I'll end myself right there, which I don't think is cool. Listen, we shouldn't even joke about stuff like that. I think that euthanasia should be, a last resort for people that have like, these horrible, painful, debilitating diseases. Yeah. Could you imagine he gets there and he's like in line filling out the clipboard with all these other people that have these terrible, painful things. And they're like, oh, yes, sir, we understand why you want this. Yes, we'll accommodate you. And they get to Ben. Now, sir, what's your reason for being here? Lost a bet. I don't even know. Would that be legal? Is that something that they would do? Hopefully not, right? Hopefully, sir, I know you've lost a bet, but, losing a bet is like shave your hair off type of thing, not, you're going to die. We're going to allow euthanasia on you. So hopefully that won't be the case. But he's put a lot on the line. Like, I don't know what the bottom line is worth of all of his investments over there, what was formerly BitBoy Crypto. I would imagine it has to be in the tens of millions of dollars. So is he really putting everything out there? Is this going to be it? Are we going to finally be able to see it? And of course, I would imagine that that baby is going to be live streamed. I can't imagine that people are not going to show up there and live stream that fight. Like, it's even tempting to want to go down there and watch the fight personally just to see what the outcome is going to be. And of course, to meet the different personalities that are going to be there, because these are some, these are some pretty big stakes that Ben has put there. And oh, by the way, if Ben loses, he loses everything. He's going to lose everything, potentially his life. Well, hopefully that's not going to happen. But if he wins, what is he going to win? The only thing that he's going to win is to say he got to beat this guy's ass in a boxing match. That's it. So I feel like when you put it on the scales, I feel like Ben has obviously a lot more to lose than Josh Jakes, who's the only thing that he could really lose is, a little notch off of his pride. And gentlemen, why does it always have to come down to that? Maybe we could just, sort of break out a tape measure. Guys, see who's bigger. This way violence doesn't have to rule the day. We can, or maybe just even do a gentlemanly thing, thumb wrestling match, a well-played game of chess or checkers, if that's more your speed. But it all could end Wednesday. Obviously, I'm rooting for Ben. I want to see Ben get his company back, because no matter how you feel about Ben, that was a low down dirty thing that they had done. And I hope he gets back everything that's rightfully his. That would be awesome. And who knows, this guy, Josh, he may not even show up. He might have just been talking smack when he said, send me the contract. Is this guy really going to show up? Is that really going to happen? Well, I'm going to keep you posted, because as of right now, it is scheduled tentatively for Wednesday at 2:30 Eastern Standard Time. And this all, like I said, could just come to a screeching halt, and we can watch BitBoy lose BitBoy, or we could see him win to fight another day. Well, thanks for joining me here, and I will catch you next time. Take care.